My name is Bartek and I'm interested in astrology. That's my passion, that's my hobby, this is what I do. I'm coming from Poland and I have my own Polish YouTube channel, but unfortunately it's in Polish language, so probably most of you won't be able to understand it. Why I got interested in astrology? Astrology is divine and very ancient science, so it was always there. It was always with the people, with the first people came to this earth, whoever it was, if it was Adam and Eve or anyone else. First thing what they were doing after looking at the beauty surrounding them, after looking at the nature, after looking at the beauty of the earth, they were looking into the skies for answers, because they actually got bored probably of what's happening around them, so they were searching a deeper meaning, what is above them. So the stars, planets, and all the night sky objects, they were there much earlier than people. So this is a science that deserves to be called divine, because it was before creation of a human being. Astrology is a tool to develop self-mastery over your life, to develop knowledge that will help you to navigate you towards a better understanding of your own self, of your own ego. We are born here at certain time and in certain space, so it means that whenever we are looking at our charts, our birth charts, we are looking at the quality of time that was present during the moment of your birth. And what is the moment of your birth? The moment of your birth, it's a merging of your body together with a soul. So it's a very powerful moment in the space and time, and this powerful moment, it has its own kind of imprint on your life, because this moment is so powerful, because it consists physical, which is a pregnancy, which is body, and spiritual, and these two, they merge together and they give you life, because life won't be possible without the spirit. So first we need to understand that human soul and human as a person, human being, actually is first. At first it is a soul. So and then came body, physical body, and reality and dualism. So we need to understand, if you look from the perspective of evolutionary astrology, if you look at someone's chart and you try to guide this person, then you look at the soul first, because the soul is the reason why we actually are able to live here on this material plane. The soul is it's a first impulse which gives you life, which gives you physical life on earth. So each soul has chosen a specific moment in time and birth, a specific configuration of the planets, which in effect gave you your own birth chart. So this is a quality in which your life will unfold. So sooner or later, if you progress together with time, there is a time progression, and you will understand how these symbols progress and how do they evolve in your own life. Because the moment of your birth is in constant kind of a mutation. The moment of your birth, it's energy. It's kind of an energy unit which always mutates and always wants to be and goes towards perfection. So goes your own life. And now, if you never knew about astrology charts or astrology, horoscopes, zodiac, it is a good moment to actually take a look at it, because it will not hurt you, and it will only help you to understand yourself better. Because when you have in front of you your own horoscope, your own birth chart, then you can see how you are inside of yourself. What is the dynamic that's happening consciously or unconsciously inside of you and in your life. So whenever you're facing a difficult moment in time in your life, then you can relate it to astrological transit or relate it to your own birth chart horoscope, and then you can see why is it happening like this. Why is change present in your life? Why is the change painful? Why some things end? So it is a tool that brings you out of your impulses in your life, so you don't then you will find if you know your chart and if you know what kind of transits are happening in your life, then you will not find yourself responding directly to events that are happening in your life, but you will be able to take an objective stand, an objective perspective on your life and on whatever is happening in your life. So it is a very powerful tool to be master of yourself, to master your own self, to master your ego, to see beyond the ego. Very often in spiritual teachings, and especially in New Age movement, there is a slogan that says that get rid of your ego, or you have to transform your ego. So it's not about getting rid of your ego, not at all. It is more about seeing your ego so you can better understand what are the forces which are coming without your control into this life. So Jeffrey Wolf Green, the founder of evolutionary astrology, he written about ego and compared it to a movie projector. So if you imagine a light coming out of the movie projector, this light may represent your soul. So at the level of human experience, we cannot perceive directly soul because the light is too bright to actually be able to see it through our eyes. So what we need to see how this light, how the soul is shaping your life, and how we will see it is represented through the moon sign, which symbolically represents your ego and how you relate to yourself. So the movie cannot be seen without a filter in the movie projector. So this is the moment when in all of the spiritual New Age teachings they say get rid of your ego. You don't need your ego. You have to live you have to have a spiritual life, so you cannot be egoistic. You cannot have ego. But what I believe the real reason for why we have ego is only to master it, to master the ego, to not give too much attention to ego, but rather be able to see how life flows through the ego, be able to see how the things that are happening to your life, emotional things, psychological things, whatever happens, it is filtered through your ego. So if you identify yourself only with ego, so if your life is ego-centered, then you will probably have a lot of problems also with people from outside, people who will just kind of make a buzz in the way how you relate to yourself. So if you know this, and if you know yourself, if you work on yourself, then you are able to come to the moment in your life that you will not react abruptly towards, and your reactions will on the external events that are happening without your own kind of reactions towards external circumstances that are happening in your life um, will be more easy. I would say they will be more calm, because then you will be able to see where is the lesson inside of it, and you won't be a student that doesn't want to learn. You will be someone who is willing to see the deeper lessons which are contained in your life and events in your life. Me myself, I don't know why I actually got interested in astrology and why this is my hobby, this is my passion. I don't know why I'm reading these astrological books, spiritual books, but I feel like I need to do it somehow. If you feel this, I have a lot of scorpionic energy in myself. So sometimes I feel that I'm very I feel a need, a tremendous and very strong need in myself for search for knowledge, of very deep, dark, esoteric knowledge. And probably one of the reasons why I'm doing this is to transcend my ego, to become a master of my ego, so I won't need anymore, so I will not react anymore with very harsh, towards events, so I can be calm myself, because as you know, scorpionic energy is energy of transformation. It transforms whatever it touches. So probably having whole stellium, um, whole stellium in Scorpion, and also in 11th house, it maybe wants to teach me objectivity about my own life. Maybe it wants to teach me the deeper lesson which my life consists. Um, and the whole Scorpio stellium is in 11th house, so basically sometimes I feel like I'm very, very much detached from whatever is happening in my life, because it's Aquarian energy just gives you this objectivity only if you actually work on it, only if you try to understand it, and only if you are willing to go this way, if you are willing to take the path of it. Because we all know that on the other side of Aquarius there is Leo, which is very often associated with being narcissistic, with being kind of super shiny, and being a person that is very self-absorbed. So this energy needs to have its own balance. It's never in balance, actually, because it's a dance, right? It's a dance of polarities. So having the whole Scorpionic stellium in 11th house, it kind of gave me kind of a, I would say, objectivity, but maybe it's not objectivity. It's more like seeing myself, seeing where my life goes. And sometimes if you have a feeling that you know what will happen, or you have a feeling where your life goes, you're not taking it very personally, which is difficult, because if you don't take it personally, then it means that you are also missing a lot. So not taking things personally is, I believe, it is one of the spiritual duties. And this is the whole story about transcending your ego could be also connected with this. So if you transcend your ego, you have a clear path to see objectively your life from the moment you are born until the moment of death. So basically, it is good and bad in this energy. I'm just trying to express myself somehow, being so far away, just on my own. I took a trip actually to the other side of the world, because right now I'm in Australia, and I took this trip alone. I had to just be on my own, to actually to be able to come back to my understanding, come back to my root of myself, so I can relate towards external circumstances once again without any you know, kind of a prejudices, and without any projections towards my life. So this is what I'm doing, and this is my first try, so guys, be patient with me. I have a big interest in sharing the knowledge, because I believe this can really change your life if you use it wisely, and if you are a very detailed person. This can really transform your life and help you to live better on a daily basis, because you know, if you know your bad and good sides, then you can actually see yourself from the good and the bad side, which will help you, and it will also help you and the people that you are involved with to be in a more healthy relationship with each other. So guys, this was my first video in foreign and for me language, so I hope you are patient with me. I hope you understood the message that I wanted to tell you and what I wanted to share. This particular video was about all and nothing, so if you took something from it, then I'm happy to share. And if you want more, if you feel like you can be interested in this topic, then just wait for more. Take care, guys.